Oh, God.
Bow, bow, to fay, bow, 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 to fay, bow. Miss Vanjie did it again. She tried to do the best runway. She actually did some Vivian Lee. I was living for Akira. She came out there and gave us Miss Body Yaddy. I got a little remix in this Toddy Yaddy. I don't know what to do.
Oh, so we went to a whole...
Now Miss Sookie was snatched right, and Akira's wig looked good on her. Brooklyn, was on point the runway, boom, boom, but it was a tutu. And I think I need a little bit more. Hey, oh, baby. There's my song for the last, I guess, of this occasion for the top 5. It's your boy, MattyRants.
It's your Marty 4.
We want to thank you so much for tuning in. As you know, this channel has reached 10K subs. Whoop, whoop. Remember, let's get Jamar's channel to 10K too, bitch.
Baby, I said I promise I'm gonna start uploading. Trust to believe I will be uploading this summer.
He better. So go subscribe to his channel right now too. We gotta get the Rant pack in also with the 84 children. You gotta get a name for that group. Come on, the 84s. I like that. The 84s. I like that.
It would be better because everybody swears I'm born in 84 and I'm really not.
It's not.
I'm not that old.
I'm close. So, with that being said, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe button. Go ahead and share this if you want to. And also, the social media links are downstairs below as well. If you want to donate to the channel, you know the links. I ain't going to do this again. Girl, it's top 5. Where do we start?
So, Sookie just came back from her lip sync against Miss Nita West. We love you, Nita. But Brooklyn and Akira had to let Miss Sookie know, girl...
Low key, high key, all key.
This whole time you was preparing us like you was about to wear out this lip sync, and you gave us flopping walrus. Who called her a walrus?
Akira said she was a walrus out of water.
Messy silk.
Listen, the heel broke. The heel broke,
but
everybody.
You know what? That happens more often than you would believe.
I've seen them. I've actually seen it not just with the drag queens walking through. I've seen real women in stores knowing good and goddamn well.
That broke during this young lady's probate for Delta.
No.
But you know what? She kept that position. She was...
Wait, was it right at the end? Or was it like when
they
she
had to
still
stand
had
attention.
Oh,
she wasn't revealed yet. She wasn't revealed yet. So her leg was doing...
If y'all don't know that heel struggle, that's a struggle for real. Ladies and my drag queens and anybody else in between, androgyny, you all know what it is. If you put on that heel, that sucker bends to the right and you're like... Bitch, the car is half a mile away.
It was like rubber, so it didn't break, but it was bent.
She was definitely walking on her feet, and the heel was just dragging along. My favorite part about this, because I'm not going to harp on this at all. I know I've been said to be a little bit of a biased Susan in the past, but this is going to be a lot of good Silk talk today. I got to say this about Sookie that I really liked from the beginning of this. When she brought up forgiveness. Now, I have criticized her in the past for bringing up God and using it to say I'm taking someone down. While she did get humbled in that moment, which many of you reminded me of during my live, it's not even about the humble. It's not even about that. It's about the fact that she could see where forgiveness was needed and necessary at that time. We're going forward. We're moving on. I don't even hate you. We really don't. At the time, I couldn't see what the issue was. I was mad at you. I didn't want to accept your apology. Evie had moved on, but it was like, I don't have to accept this. But in reality, it's better to forgive than just to hold on and harp onto things and think that people are trying to attack others.
A lot of times in moments like this, you'll be in the heat of the moment. You won't be receptive to what the other person is saying. You may be combative. But then you'll walk away. You'll let some time pass by and be like, you know what? What she said was right, and I was petty when I responded. But, now that I can, I've had time to, marinate on the situation, you were right, I was wrong, and we can move on.
And I love you, Evie, and I can't wait to get to know you after the competition.
Right, let it be known that I'm still trying to win, bitch.
She said, we will spend time
but
after
afterwards,
this.
we can keep keys.
And I was all here for that. I said, yep, show right. Akira then breaking down Sookie's lip sync was probably one of the funniest things ever. You done went in the back of the stage and broke those people's lights.
They done broke people's lives at least once every season.
Akira is someone's auntie. No, she really is an uncle in real life. But I mean, the auntie talk is real.
Her confessions are so funny.
It is someone's mama, someone's auntie, the one that picked you up from school. You weren't expecting her to show up, and she came up not in the right way possible. And
your mama couldn't get you, but
I'm here, bitch. Come on, hop in the seat. Now move all that stuff out the way, because you know I don't have people in the back of my car.
Don't eat in my car. You're gonna leave some ketchup on my seat.
But she eating in the wrong car. It has the food in the front, but you can't eat.
Got the nuggets right there.
I had an arm like that too, trust me. Everything was wrong, but she did it all. But I loved that moment. It's top 5. Let the games begin.
So the first person that they interviewed for the What's the Tea podcast was Miss Sookie.
Oh, my Silk with the good old milk.
And, you know, RuPaul is, like, obsessed with Sookie's education and how she got all these different degrees and, you know, where she got her thing from. And so, Dr. Sookie, Reverend, what you call him, Reverend Doctor?
The good Dr. Reverend Ganache.
So, Sookie shared a story about how she started doing her drag when she was in college, and, you know, that's where she started out, and she's, you know, very highly educated, contrary to popular belief. And so, you know, shout out to people who get their education. Even if that's not your thing, you shout out to just aspiring to just do better and, you know, chase for your dreams, whatever that may be.
You know, y'all know I know about chasing dreams now. I was here for it too. I did enjoy the conversation. It was another side of Sookie we haven't seen. I don't think she was the first one, though. I think it was Akira was the first one to get the interview. However, that doesn't matter.
What? See, that's why that's the first one I put the interview. I did put Akira What's the Tea.
Yeah, but it's okay. It doesn't matter. They all got to speak to her, girl.
Since we did skip over Akira, we're going to go ahead and get into her now because she talked about how she is actually in custody of her nephew and how even though growing up she was seen as, you know, the less masculine or, you know, those of us, especially those who lived in Black households, we were often viewed as being less than, not masculine enough, you can't be a real man, blah, blah, blah. But she's ended up taking on the responsibility to raise her young nephew and now is doing what, she didn't go into detail of what her brother is not. So kudos to her for taking on that responsibility.
And not telling all her business with her family like that and keeping it on the real at the same time. What you're doing is what is special right now. That's what's most important. Because we all may be put in situations like that where it's either you jump or do you stand still? And honey, sometimes you got to jump. So shout out to her for taking care of her nephew and being a great person, but like we already knew she was.
Okay. Next they interviewed Miss Evie. And Miss Evie focused a lot on the different voices that she has in her head. And I believe a lot of us have dealt with, you know, that personal, you know, attack on ourselves. Because can't nobody read us like we read ourselves internally. Okay?
And a lot of you try.
We can't escape ourselves. We can block you.
Oh, yes.
We can
Mute,
block you.
Block, delete, turn.
You know, she talked about getting to a point where you ignore all those negative voices who always tell you that you're not good enough, to tell you that you're not this, you're not that, and you just have to replace it with, bitch, I am sickening.
Right.
Look at where I come from.
Especially when you know it's not constructive criticism, it comes from a place of malice and contempt. I live for Evie. I enjoyed the interview. I thought it was great. Brooklyn's, though, was the funniest, only because when RuPaul and Michelle with the lighting issue came up, she said, bitch, what the hell you got going on
this
here?
This is the good lighting.
What is wrong with you, sis? I was like, RuPaul, I love it when RuPaul has those moments where she really lets loose and you start to see the real. I'm not here for, but come on, girl, get this together. It's like, yeah,
it's
bitch,
so funny.
You're from Atlanta. We know this, come on. But I love that, and it was nice to see that, too. But I also thought that Brooklyn's interview was great. Everyone had good moments. It was more so about Brangie for a second, and then
they both
you know,
asked her about, what do you think about? Are you going to continue this relationship afterwards?
It was a little bit of a setup into what the episode was foretelling, I guess, because it was like, by the way, now it's just y'all, so we need to talk about this. But no. But those were the interviews. Pretty good so far. Enjoyed it.
Yeah, Vanjie talked about her mom and whatnot.
Vanjie's mom is gorge.
Sick, dude.
Gorge.
Found of youth.
Puss. And now it's time for the girls to go and meet Todrick Hall for the dual blend of black and blonde there. Todrick released a new album recently.
After Forbidden?
Oh, excuse me. He didn't release it recently. It's up for pre-order right now.
Oh, I'm about to say, wait a minute.
He has a new album for pre-order right now.
Oh, okay.
I got my notification. Yes, Todrick, I get notifications on you. So,
love his stuff.
I think Vanjie, it was like, okay, I can hear it. I like that. Akira, it was like not strong enough.
Yeah, she had good lyrics, but not good delivery at first. Brooklyn thought she was, what you call herself, feminine?
Oh.
I said...
Oh, no.
You know what? I had to cackle at that.
Oh,
I had to cackle.
no. I
but
said...
you know what? They kind of look alike.
Tomorrow I was like, feminine.
They kind of look... If you put a hood on Brooklyn, you gonna tell me she don't look
like looks like Marshall Mathers? No. Girl, she don't look nothing like that. No, we have stuff. She is Cameron Michaels, and that is that. And Detox.
She's Cameron Michaels in drag, but I'm drag girl.
No. Well,
I see it.
Listen, Archie Bunker, you ain't gonna do that to me, honey. All right.
I see it.
I can't. Evie's was great. We already knew the Sasha Velour was gonna happen with that. Called it.
It's the good part.
Everything.
We're trying to get to the good part.
I know. Okay.
We're trying to get to the good part. Sookie was silky.
Okay. It was good. We're not capping. It was just we're kind of
right.
This was all womp.
They ran through what the episode did. So
fun. Everyone did great. Now let's get to the rehearsals, right? So now we're on to the runway main stage where the girls need to do the choreography. I want to start with Sookie first because
worn out.
Pussy baby. I was like, yes.
Like I said, we could criticize you when you're wrong, but when you are right.
I said, oh, she was hitting every beat. I was like, right. Yes.
Sookie, it was good. That was good, dish.
Evie was giving you a flailing arm waving tube man. Flailing arm waving tube man. That's right. You get the flailing waving arm for the tube man. Yeah, the inflatable waving arm tube man. Yeah.
But she was like, you know what? I know I look like that, and you're just gonna have to deal with it.
Exactly. They knew what to do with what she was given, which we all saw later on. Which I'm gonna get to this part in a second. Brooklyn, it was soft.
She hit the marks, but they were just so delicate.
Is that hip hop?
And that's what makes it look like hip hop.
Ooh, girl.
I was so offended when I first saw that clip. I was like, now this is hip hop.
I said, girl, now who does she remind me of? And I said, Jamar, remind me to put that in this video, because if that ain't her,
if y'all haven't seen that, I don't even know how to find it now.
I will include the link on YouTube for you to watch that video, and you can get your, whatever you want to call it. But Brooklyn was giving all that tease. Honey, Vanjie did good in her rehearsals.
Only in her...
Oh, so quickly. Nesquik, Jamar? Chocolate or strawberry? Strawberry.
Chocolate.
Really? I did the chocolate too, but strawberry something that had a place in my heart. Strawberry milk.
It had to be ice cream if it was strawberry.
Okay, so let's go ahead and just get off of that. That was great. Everything was cool. Y'all, we just want to get to what we
the
need
good
to get
stuff.
To. It's great that everybody in the workroom is now friends and we all have great conversations and we're here for the crown. And also have to mention that Todrick told them that they're basically going to do an a la All Stars 3 moment, and they're going to have to run through the studio and shit.
In one take.
And, all right.
Let's see how did they do?
There was only one boo-boo to me, to be honest with you, and maybe half a boo-boo.
It's really half.
Else.
It's
half and half for both of them, really. It was one was missing one thing from the other. They could have borrowed from each other.
Yeah, if they just, combined the two, that would have been perfect.
Starting with the curious Chanel Davenport.
Akira, that was good. I really did enjoy her. She had fun.
The lyrics were right.
She, Miss Ass Almighty, she said, Ross told you to copyright that.
What was it? Where is the body? Miss Akira
is the body.
I was like, come on. And they had the whole metal detector come out. I said, yes. It was good. I loved it. I lived, I breathed. I was like, yes, mama, represent Texas very well.
Absolutely.
Up next.
Miss Brooklyn, King of the North. King.
Someone's been watching Game of Thrones.
Look,
the fact you said King of the North.
Listen. I have been watching way too much Game of Thrones lately. Ooh, I just watched Joffrey die, girl.
Oh my God, you just saw that part? Okay, how'd you feel?
Thank you.
Right. I told you.
I felt so bad for watching that child suffocate. But at the same time,
girl,
I was like,
listen, he deserved it. That little bastard was horrible to all those people, little rotten piece of shit. Okay, excuse me. Girl, Game of Thrones moment. Back to Celine Dinot. What happened with Brooklyn is that her dancing was perfect. Girl, you was on that pole wearing it out with that good wig. Those lyrics, though, I thought that was cornflake, honey. I really did.
It was, but at the same time, I wouldn't have expected much from Brooklyn's very cookie cutter suburban white picket fence like type of deal.
Suburban white
like
picket
very
fence.
pageant polished. Like that's what she's gonna give you.
Very pageant polished, and she's always excited when there's a new person working at the frozen yogurt stand. Okay, right, got it. Okay,
but you know what that is. It's like there's no edge.
Oh my God, there's strawberries. But
her lyrics were just not as strong as the other girls.
It wasn't for us.
But the dancing was a boy.
Now Sookie, Nutmeg Ganache came out the bathroom, beat 2 people up, and wore the hell out of that performance.
You know what? Sookie had probably one of the shortest segments.
Impactful.
But baby, she did a lot in that short segment. She done fell down, got up, woo, woo.
That Kennedy does. And and it's very nasty where you kick out, boom. Now we saw that happen, but in a different kind of way. But when they lifted her back up,
like,
I lived so much for how Sookie continued to just wear it out. And then when the ending came and she basically sold the rest of the performance, like, oh, we're not done yet. And it was good. It was really good.
It
She's like, oh, come on, big girls, let's get in there.
You ain't tired yet.
Yes.
Twirl.
Oh, it was right. I was very proud of Sookie in that moment.
That was fun.
I had nothing bad to say.
Miss Vanjie.
You had the best lyrics, girl. It's a shame that choreography didn't get in there because that cut, bye-bye, that was everything.
It was the same when she was in that other challenge. I think she was supposed to be Rosie O'Donnell. And she had the same face where she was kind of dead in the face, but her body was kind of, giving the same.
Okay.
Yeah.
The Trump musical. Okay,
Same critique. It's just like this.
You get too caught in your head, and that's what we saw. And it was like, damn, because you had some fire lyrics, girl. Oh, they gave you the most to do. True T. They
had a transition and everything.
Good amount of transition. I love it.
Anybody else have a transition like that? She went from one venue to the next.
The lyrics were the best. Unfortunately, the performance wasn't. But guess what, girl? When we get that song on iTunes, I can listen to that. I'm gonna be cutting up. So shout out to you, Vanjie. But I got to say that Evie oddly ran that through. Her and Sookie did that, in my opinion.
They did.
Evie, but that end was very Sasha. She went boom, and I said, Sasha? But then when she got up and it was, then bend back, hold on.
Scoop.
She Linda Blair, The Exorcist on down the road, bitch. I was done.
Back,
and then gave a little tongue. And was that a hallelujah I heard in there?
I couldn't make out what that was. I'm gonna put on closed caption.
And maybe a hi ho, maybe something like that. Totally giving me. I don't know if that was what it was.
Put on closed caption for that.
Maybe
You know what?
It was good.
With the exception of Miss Vanjie, they all look like they were just having a blast recording this. Like they were having so much fun, and I really believe like Sookie was keeping the energy up. She was like, "Come on!" And when you tired, you be like, "Okay, I got a little bit more left."
I got to be real with y'all and say that this probably is one of my favorites.
I'd say right after since All Stars 3, because 10 was okay. It was aight. All Stars 4 we don't talk about. But
I am American. No.
Even like Aquarius part was cute.
And
Asia's breakdown was cute.
I remember Cameron's.
Just like you.
I think I like this song better, so that's
absolutely. But I was like, if I had enjoyed it, like the All Stars 3 one, I played to this day. Mm-hmm. I really do.
Shangela, hallelujah. Thanks for resharing that, by the way. Time for the runway. Time for the runway, please. Remix Jamarty for MattyRants. So, RuPaul came out in what was Tool, beautiful Tool.
I don't know, she's Tool in a long time.
Lavender, honey, fantasy. I lived and breathed for it. Lilac,
still.
Pussy, puss. I love it.
Mama hasn't had a bad wig yet.
Not yet.
Ooh, she's for season 9. We was reading Mama every week, but we can't say nothing this time. We can't say nothing.
Well, they found the light.
Into the runway?
Of course we are.
As always, for the last episode, it's Best Drag. So first came on Miss Brooklyn Heights in her ballerina on point realness. I particularly like this look. I know the judges didn't particularly care for it, but I feel like with your best drag, you're going to do a reflection back to your brand, who you feel you are as a drag queen, what you want to present. And I liked it. It looked clean. It looked polished. I understood the story that she was telling, and I gave it a 2.
All right. Here's where I get to be the other person today.
Bad cop.
Yeah, that's me. Remember, I'm the mean one. So, kids, this is what I would have done differently. I think it's great she came out ballerina style, on point. I told Jamar, I said, what if she didn't do that with the mummy look? Would this been more impactful with the on point feel of her coming out?
Yeah.
Okay, that's one. Two, because Brooklyn is kind of a reveal queen to me, just from the reveals I've seen have been so elegant and graceful, and she had that crown on. If I was her, Miss Continental 2014, I would have came out in a tulle gown like how Bianca had with that skunk look that she did for the black and white. And I'd walked out like it was my crowning moment and then taken it off and went right into point into the tutu and walked. That would be for me how I would have done it. I think it's still a beautiful look, a beautiful garment, beautiful gown.
Beautiful gown.
But to me, that extra element I needed her to have in that moment was there only because the coming out in point part I saw as a mummy, and that was like, okay, cool, we see this again.
Oh, that runway was so bad. If she didn't do it on point, I don't know, she probably would have went home. To be honest.
Okay.
So next up was Miss Sookie, Nutmeg, Ganache.
Cinched for
baby,
Phil.
she couldn't breathe.
And I was here for her not having oxygen.
She was like, look, it's already built into the dress. Who needs
3 people?
Who needs a ribs?
RuPaul said, who needs organs?
Right. Sometimes they're sacrificed, but Sookie looked great.
You looked good.
Sookie really looked good.
That was a good polished look for you, and the way that your body was framed and how it was shaped with the gown and the garment, how you walked in it. You did give me a little Curio wig tease.
This is like any big.
It's that same
wig is gonna be like, oh, this is the Curio wig.
It's a womp the woo. It's one of those wigs, but I still thought this is probably the best I've seen her on the show. She looked absolutely gorgeous, and I was like, all right, Sookie, I live.
Miss Vanjie came out next.
Vivian Lee, Gone with the Wind, fabulous girl.
She, like her in darker, like she even when she wears the blonde wig, she looks really good. Like last week, she should have worn.
Vanjie's naturally
pretty.
But just
when this dark hair with this dark lip,
like when we want Beyonce to do that more often. Oh,
she did that dark hair like standing in the sun.
That's my favorite.
Revisit that, and she never did.
Girl, she never did.
She was gonna be blonde for the rest of her life.
As long as she's performing. If she's walking around, it's gonna be brown. But no, I think that Vanjie looked really good. The dress was definitely heavy. But to me, I'm so happy she was in a gown. I was like, thank you. If your best drag had been a bathing suit, we would have been fighting. But
she's like, I got the point.
It was a good look for her. I liked it, and I think that Vanjie is probably one of the most beautiful contestants that's been on the show.
Her makeup hasn't been wrong at any.
Her facial structure too. Like when you see her out of drag, that's a man, David. But in drag and the way she cuts her jaw, it's still a little strong, but so pussy. You know what I mean? So I love it, Vanjie. I was here for it, and that wig is always that's your wig.
Wigs and Grace is gonna get many.
It's the best wig for you, girl. That good old whoop whoop whoop, that wave, all of that. I'm here for it. Y'all hear me with the sounds, with the whoop to whoop.
Okay, and. Next up was Miss Evie Oddly on her very best drag. Honey! Girl, she said everything is good in threes. The bitch had 3 eyes.
3 titties.
And 3 fingers.
Maybe 3 asses.
Oh.
Let me tell you something.
Now she had 3 cheeks as she turned around.
It did have it had the bustles for the 1, 2, and the 3. So that's why I was like, girl, she meant to have 3 butts back there.
Oh, I was about to say, because that was a missed opportunity if you didn't do that.
Evie Oddly, we have been.
That was fantastic.
Yeah, girl, I'm getting attacked because I like you, honey, but I don't care. That was great. That was impressive.
That was probably the exact critique that they were trying to get you to do before, with being still true to yourself but still showing
and bringing
glamour.
That glam. Mm-hmm.
That was it.
It was all of it. And I love the fact that you had braided hair. Oh my God, that was so everything for me. I was like, yes, you better be doing the style like that, girl. Give us some love. I loved it. I breathed. Red is a good color for you. The jewels on the back that were dripping, I was like, okay. And of course, that third eye, it was a little low, and I liked how it wasn't like automatically like boom. It
wasn't like the garnet eye.
Yeah, it gave a little like almost like it's in mid wink or something. So I really love that from you. I thought it was a great look. You slayed, mother.
Well, last but certainly not least on the runway was Miss Akira Chanel Davenport, honey. Just You look good.
Just give her
She
money.
was like, me and my lover made this gown from scratch.
Oh,
designed by me. Like,
there was time spent on that garment.
Woo! And I know it was heavy.
A lot of time. And I saw every bit of it in that bottom at the end where it fringed out. Oh, so good. And your makeup was right. Lashes, you never unpolished, babe. You never.
Like, everything always coincides.
Yeah. The cohesiveness. Tape.
This is like, Akira just knows what she's doing. Like, she just always knows what she's doing.
Puss.
So,
end of the runway.
In true tradition of RuPaul's Drag Race, whenever we finish the final runway, we have to ask ourselves, what advice would you give to your younger self? And do you want to go through each of them, or do you just want to speak in general?
We'll just speak in general. I'll give my take on it first. That touched me. Jamar saw me run off and cry because I'm just a crybaby. But, you know, when we all think about talking to ourselves and the things that we've been through and the struggles that we faced in life and the people who try to tear us down today, yesterday, the day before that, come on. You know, it's hard to think of that pain that you felt and having to resurface again. But then reminding yourself what you did, what you've been through, what you're going to do, that part, what you're going to do next. Not what I've already done. No, what is about to happen now? What can I tell myself in the past that they have to look forward to? Sookie made me cry immediately because the moment she said, you're hiding, I ran out the room because I was like, that was
why
me.
Why are you hiding who you are?
That was me. And we've all been that person. I've also been Evie before. People call me weird names and just making me feel like I was crazy. I've been Akira where I've had to guard people off because I didn't want them to get to know who I was, because if they did, they would turn against me and make me feel bad. And, you know, it just was, I was here for it, Jamar. It made me, my soul was right. So
I mean, this is, again, one of my favorite parts of it, because a lot of times those kids that they show pictures of, more often than not, don't have that person to come to them and say, hey, who you are and what you're doing, nothing is wrong with it. It's perfectly natural. Everything that these people are trying to make fun of are going to be your assets going forward. And those people are going to be doing who knows what. You're concerning yourself with people who won't even matter to you in the next few months. So, like, if you see somebody in that kind of position, somebody younger that you can mentor, please be that person to guide them through that young part of their life. Because as far as they know, it doesn't get better, and some of them don't make it through to figure that out.
And if you don't have the answers, because we all have a lot going on, direct them to where they can go and get that help that they need from people who are actually going to give them healthy answers and give them love in the things that we all deserve as people. So, again, I enjoy these moments. I thought RuPaul had a great speech for the girls about being role models to people out there, and it's very telling today with a lot of stuff that's been happening on social media. But yeah, that was a very interesting and great moment.
So RuPaul gathers all the girls together and lets them know one by one who is going to be in the final four for the finale.
Let's just wrap this through. Girl, we already knew what was going to go down, so here's the tea. Now, Evie, you're in. All right, bitch, see you. Akira, go on, sickening. All right, body, booty, rocking everywhere. Hold on.
Dr. Ganache.
PhD, bitch, sit to the back. So what's left? The couple. Of course.
The drama.
A deeper love. They would play Aretha Franklin. Shout out to all those who were live streaming that had that shut down at the same time.
Baby, Instagram said no, ma'am.
Girl, listen, Aretha may be gone, but that is not going to be played without it being properly respected. Okay. So from what we could see through the lip sync, I got to say, I thought Vanjie was doing really good. I thought she was doing really good, honey.
Shit, I was really looking at both. They both wore it out to me.
Brooklyn was giving on point tease. I thought I was watching Tu Wong Fu 2.0. It was just very that, you know, it was
I think it was like her facial expressions is what made it. She was making it almost like comical in a sense.
Who, Brooklyn? When she
was trying to be like very serious and up here, but very dainty down here.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then Vanjie was just being Vanjie. She was being very close.
It was good. I liked it. I was
very
honestly,
good final lip sync.
It's sad to see Vanjie go. That's who lost the lip sync. If we don't know, we didn't see that. Okay, cool. It's sad to see her go because honestly, think about Vanjie's story. It's so Shangela. It is so Shangela, girl.
Essentially a mirror.
Damn near.
It's really a mirror of Shangela.
You know, you left on a trademark, Miss Vanjie. You had us all wanting to know who you were and wishing you were back. You developed a relationship with top tier and Smash, but Palatina, basically. Because she wasn't top tier the last one.
So was.
And you have found your way into the top 5. And honestly, we can say you wore every fucking wig that was the same. You wore every bathing suit that rocked the rock. You gave all this. You skipped down that sucker. You all the way through. Whatever anyone could say. You did that, Vanj. You did that. And how you left to another iconic moment.
Yes.
Screw how you did Miss Vanjie, girl. How you just left is now the new thing.
Came back. Got with the other safe girls.
She said, oh, bitch, let me just say, I'm in the finals.
Right. You never know. Spin the wheel. Might slide on me. Rupaul couldn't do nothing but laugh. Rupaul couldn't even do nothing but laugh.
That's Vanj, honey. And that's what she's going to leave with her legacy, okay? Now, Untucked was Sister Circle.
Kumbaya, my lord.
It was great to see Akira, Evie, and Sookie have the friend and the deep and the love kind of conversation that we kind of wanted for this. I wanted it for this entire
It finally
season.
came together.
Them to be like aces the entire time. Like, come on. So, and then, of course, Brooklyn and Vanjie and it's hard, this is sad and all that, and da-da-da. And whoa, and
Kiss.
And, you know, all that good stuff. And then Vanjie left. She didn't read anybody's notes. I was here for it. It was just kind of like, all right, I'll see y'all later. Bye. And then when she showed her original outfit that she was eliminated in, I was like, oh,
I mean,
sis.
I would keep that. I would keep that.
I would too. It's iconic at this point.
I would keep that.
The Barbies were still sitting up there pretty, honey. But Jamar, that was the episode.
Next week is the reunion, honey. And 2 weeks after.
All right. This is what I got to say for this. If this reunion is boring, I'm going to be upset. I'm going to be upset. I'm going to be upset.
Because since Sookie and Evie tied things up, unless something happened outside of the, after the taping.
We still have Wiggate. We
Soju
still have
and Ariel.
Yeah, those are I guess our only front runners for drama. Maybe Raja has something to say.
Plastique may have something. She ain't gonna say nothing.
No, she'll just.
She ain't gonna say nothing.
What?
Raja may get on Ariel for the wig thing.
Or they may bring up the whole plastic situation.
Oh
too.
yeah.
Yeah.
You stole my bark.
I guess. I don't know. We'll see how this goes.
Yeah.
Thanks for tuning in. This was the episode review. The performance was great and everything, but me and Jamar are kind of like, we're ready for let's wrap this up. Let's wrap this up. We love
12 episodes.
Love this show, but it's been a long run this season, honey. And then we just came from All Stars 4 to then was it All Stars 4?
Christmas special.
Christmas special, All Stars 4,
season 11.
You better let a bitch know. Ooh. And when this ends, Pose starts for me. Black Mirror, that we're doing the 3-episode bit for that, which will be interesting because Miley Cyrus is in there with Anthony Mackie. But yeah, thanks for tuning in. Links are downstairs below. If you want to follow us on our social media pages, you know where to find us. If you want to donate to the channel, those links are downstairs as well. Jamar, any final words?
I'm ready for the finale. I'm ready to be slayed, and I'm ready to have my wig snatched. Just bye.
I'll see y'all later. Lord, forgive me for that last part. I'm tired, y'all. Bye.
Just put it all in. Just put it all in.
Just forget that.
Right.
Woo!